Jesus freak here. So I guess my little experiment kind of went down in flames. I'm probably still gonna keep trying. It's possible maybe Thursday's not really a good day. I mean, I don't know that. And I'm like, the reason I keep putting out trial balloons is to say, look, what is a good day? What is a good time? And I didn't really want to be just talking at the screen, because honestly, no matter how much I seem to point out that I'm operating on a strictly lay level, I mean, it's pretty clear what the requirements are for ministry, and I'll never fit those. I mean, you can just say never say never. 45 years and I still got my V card. You really think there's a chance that I'll be a husband and a father at any time in the rest of my life? And if those weren't important parameters, why would God tell Paul to write that? So I'm operating just on personal authority because I have no authority. But when I'm talking at the screen, it gives people a false impression that I have some authority. And my attempts at something that's a little more interactive, a bit more two-way, was specifically to say, look, I don't want you to think of me as someone who's just talking at you, who's just saying, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Which honestly is a good translation of that one verse in Isaiah, right? So it's like, I wanted two-way. I got one way. I went out of my way so that I wouldn't be doing that. And I wound up doing it anyway. That's why I had the chat box. That's why I reduced myself to a corner on the screen. Because the important thing there wasn't me. It was everyone who wasn't there. And I suppose despite all my attempts to make it something other than just another video, it came across as just another video. complete backfire. But it's like, if I just keep taking shots in the dark and missing all the time, then what, you know? Ain't for lack of trying, at least.
Wait.
I mean, we all know I ain't cut out for the ministry.
Ferry Avenue. Walk sign is on the cross.
But there's a difference between pretending you're being a minister and just doing similar stuff and saying, look, you know, I go out of the way to say I ain't no minister. But I'm trying to get perspectives. As much as I'm trying to share my own perspective. Most of the circles where I end up online, we talk about like-minded believers. I ain't find no like-minded believers, I can assure you that. I don't honestly think any exist. But like, most of the YouTube channels I follow that have any sort of a religious inclination at all, they're two sorts. They're either some sort of Lutheran, or they're some sort of Pentecostal. And here I am, a Methodist. I find other Methodists over on Facebook, and I'm not sure I'd call them Methodist in any sense other than to attend churches that have Methodist in the name. In fact, I'd question whether any of them believe any of the words of the Bible. Apart from saying, oh, they're just good words to live by. Yeah, but are they the Word of God? Are they the sole ultimate truth? Are they your first line and final arbiter in all matters of faith, doctrine, and practice? Do you actually believe them? It's like, a lot of things about me tend to fall through the cracks. I mean, for example, I'm not Generation X and I'm not Millennial. I'm literally right in the middle. And there's a lot of things where, I'm not X, I'm not Y, I'm W or Z or something. And that's why I tend to be kind of an outsider all the time. And it's like I'm reaching out in the dark, and all I'm finding is more darkness. Like there's just literally nothing out there. It's weird. At the same time, the internet makes the world smaller. I still kind of feel all alone out there. Jesus freaks out.